obviously in rugby league, size can be an issue. So there's a saying amongst a lot of coaches, and I don't necessarily agree with this, but they always say a good big un is better than a good little un, right? Don't always agree. So there's different phases of the game where size has mattered. So the NRL had an under-20s competition that was really high profile between 2008, I think, and it wrapped up a few years ago. And a lot of the recruitment managers really went towards size, because obviously those recruitment managers, if they're on 2 or 3 year contracts, if their under-20s team is winning or getting close to winning premierships or looking good, they can buy themselves time as a recruitment manager, right? And under-20s football, because a lot of the players still didn't have the mental maturity to defend for 80 minutes and stay in the grind for 80 minutes, there was quite a lot of points in that competition, and the big teams tended to prevail, right? If you look at the game right now with the 6 again rule, with the clamp down sometimes on high tackles and the emphasis on speeding up the ruck, you could argue that the little man is slowly creeping back into the game. I've never been sizist. If I could have my utopia, I want to create a team that is fast, strong, and mobile. Because I always felt, as an old rugby league prop, playing against teams that were fast, strong, and mobile, my marbles were rattling in my head, because as a big fella, I struggled to move sideways. And of course, in rugby league, there's a yin and a yang. There's a positive and a negative. If you've got a big team that can bash through the opposition, that's great, as long as they've got equal possession or better of the football. If you have to defend a lot and you're defending against a mobile, gritty, pressure-based, pressure-building team, then all of a sudden your lateral defence gets exposed because you've got some quite big humans in your side. So, morning, John. I think there's an argument for both. In the school game, if you look at the school game in the 70s and 80s in Australia, the players tended to be a lot smaller than they are now. In a game that lasts 30 minutes a half, and at times it has been 25 minutes a half, if you can get a big side and they barge through the opposition, the game's over. If they get to 18, 24-0, the game's over.